everyone. In today's video, I've got a blow for letting go. So letting go of any inhibitions, any insecurities, and just getting your groove on the mat. We're going to make a start at the back of our mat, kneeling, but just so I can demo this first bit, I'm going to face the camera. So find your kneeling position, sitting your bum back onto your heels. If you need to grab a cushion and place it underneath your sitting bones or maybe underneath your ankles, feel free to do that. We're not going to be here too long. Squeezing the inside thighs together, sitting yourself up really nice and tall. Just float the eyes closed and rest the hands onto the thighs. So as always, just taking the first few moments of practice just to connect to your breath. Feel out the sensations in the body. Notice your breathing rhythm. Is it slow? Is it fast? Noticing how deep you're breathing or how shallow. And as I said, this flow is all about moving with your intuition. So finding your creativity, your creative license, and just letting the body go wherever it wants to or whatever feels good. So if at any point you want to pause the video and just stop following me and enjoy having your own little party on the mat, feel free. But I invite you at any point to close your eyes and just feel into the body and the movement. And slowing that breath down even more so you can breathe even deeper into the diaphragm, to the belly, filling up the lungs to their maximum capacity. And taking one more really big deep breath. Opening the mouth, sighing it out. And then blinking the eyes open, letting yourself adjust to the light in your space. We're going to imagine we're hugging a really big beach ball. So take your arms out to the side, a little softness through the elbows. And then begin to open through the chest and maybe lift the heart and the face up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, you're going to flip the palms, so rotate the arms in the shoulder joints and start to round your spine and bring the back of your hands together to touch, chin towards your chest. As you inhale, you're going to stand the spine up straight and exhale, take a side bend over to the left. So still the back of my hands are touching. Just notice if you started to slip off your heels or maybe rolling from one shin to the other. Really try and ground those sitting bones onto the heels and you're just side bending through the upper body. Come all the way back to center and then just twizzle the wrists down so that they come down either side of your pelvis. We're going to take that again. So inhale, open the arms out wide. Lift heart, lift chest. Exhale, flip, rotate the arms and bring the back of the hands together to touch. Inhale, start to lengthen through the spine and then side bend over towards the right. Does one side feel easier to bend than the other? Just noticing, not beating yourself up about either answer to the question. Inhale back to center and you're twizzling those wrists down. Let's take it again a little faster. Inhale. Exhale, flip, twist, back of the hands touch. Inhale up to center. Exhale towards the left. Option to bend those elbows and maybe feel into the shoulders and turn your face up towards the ceiling. Inhale back to center. Exhale, flip. Last one. So inhale, open wide. Exhale, flip, round spine, back of the hands touch. Inhale up. Exhale over to the right, bend those elbows, look up towards the ceiling. Inhale up. Exhale, twizzle. We're going to find a tabletop in the middle of our mat. So use this opportunity to just tap out your wrists, your ankles, your shins. And then finding a strong tabletop for yourself. And we're going to take our cat-cow pose here, but I invite you to get as groovy as you want. So if you want to close your eyes, feel free, but it's going to look similar to the cat-cow shape, arching and rounding. You can get as funky as you want with it. So you might want to take the hips from side to side as you inhale. Maybe taking the same little wiggle as you exhale, sending the weight a bit further back towards the heels. Inhaling, maybe bending through the elbows or coming up onto fingertips. Exhale, rounding the spine, maybe keeping the weight forward and getting into the upper back. And one more, inhale, really enjoy this free movement. Exhale. Good, come back to a tabletop position. Start to send your left leg towards the back of your space and then shift the weight forward so you can float it off. Take a really big breath here. And then begin to shift the weight slightly to your left hand so you can float your right hand towards the front. So lengthen through the spine, through the arm and through the leg. As you exhale, bend knee to elbow and touch them underneath the body. Inhale, reach left leg back, right arm forward. Exhale, bend through the left knee and then try and touch your left heel with your right hand. Inhale, reach right hand forward, left leg back. Exhale, bend knee to elbow. Inhale, right arm forward, left leg back. Exhale, bend through the left knee, right hand touches. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Option to take that arm up and over your head, bending through the knee and grabbing hold of perhaps the inside of your ankle. Inhale, reach, right arm forward, left leg back. This is your last time, so squeeze knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arm comes up and over if you want. Bend through the knee, grab hold of the ankle. We're going to pause here. So if you're just touching the heel, you can still stay in this lovely variation of dancer's pose. Keep kicking the heel towards the back. Stretching, reaching, one more breath. Release the foot, send the right arm long, set the right foot down, and then step the left leg in between the hands. Start to drop the hips down, maybe caterpillar, the left toes forward and the right knee back as you lift the arms for your first low lunge pose. So sinking through those hips, lifting through the heart, enjoying that lovely opener through the front of the body, especially as we just did that abdominal exercise. Should feel really good. Then I want you to imagine that you're reaching the right hand even further towards the top of your space. So the left shoulder blade begins to retract, and then you're going to swap it over. So left hand up, right shoulder blade retract. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, left hand up. Speed it up just a smidge. So we're getting a little bit of a shimmy on through the upper body. You're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the hands down. Take the right hand towards the inside of your left foot, left hand towards the sky for a big deep twist. Opening through the shoulders, through the arms, and then option to take that left hand towards the back of your space, opening through the shoulders. Final option is to bend through that right knee, grab the inside of your right foot or the inside of your right ankle and find that half bind here. If you notice that your left shoulder starts to collapse, you probably just want to keep the shin onto the mat. But if you're feeling like you can still keep that space for the chest, try out that bind. Keep breathing. Keep enjoying. Good. If you've got hold of that foot, you're going to release the shin down. Take the left arm all the way up and overhead and to the inside of your left foot. Spin the right toes towards the left-hand side of your mat. So you're kind of pivoting on that right knee. You're going to walk the hands the long side of the mat so you can place your right hand down, extend your left leg and lift the left arm all the way up towards the sky. Supported side plank. Feel that strength through the right side waist, that openness through the left. Okay, begin to take the left arm over your ear. So really increasing that stretch. And then if you want to, you can begin to float that left leg off. Final option is bending through the left knee and grabbing the ankle once again to find that lovely back bend, chest opener, and maybe testing your balance by looking up towards the sky. Release the foot, release the left arm, up and overhead. Take both hands down at the back of your space. Spin your legs back to parallel, bring your right knee towards your nose. Then send that right leg all the way up for a three-legged dog before opening the knee, opening the hips, and finding that really nice twisting downward dog. Try and keep the shoulder blades parallel. Square off the hips, release the right leg down, and just have a little moment of grooviness in your first downward facing dog. Shaking through the hips, bending, pedaling through the knees. And then pausing in downward dog. Let's take one big deep breath in downward facing dog together. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, ripple your body forward to plank pose. As you exhale, drop the knees down, untuck the toes, send the pelvis slightly further forward so you can bend the elbows and lower the chest down onto the mat. Inhale, begin to peel your upper body off the mat for a baby cobra. Just using the strength of your spine, press down through the tops of the feet. Exhale, release. Coming back through a tabletop, send the bum back for a child's pose. Again, having that option to sway. Maybe you want to spin the wrists. Maybe you want to sit in stillness for a moment. Before we just come and take that on the other side. So preparing your mind, your body, and come and find a tabletop position. Straight away, the right leg goes back. We're floating the right leg off. And then once you've found your balance, the left hand reaches forward. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, left arm forward, right leg back. Exhale, bend the right knee, touch your right heel with your left hand. Inhale, left hand forward, right leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend knee, touch heel. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Option to take that arm up and over your head, grabbing hold of the ankle. Inhale. Last one, squeeze knee to elbow, round the spine. Inhale, forward and back. Open through that shoulder, grab the inside of that foot, that ankle, kick in towards the hand, maybe look past your left shoulder. Release the leg, take the left hand forward, then down to the mat, knee towards your nose, and a big step forward. Send the hips down, lift the arms. Sinking into that hip stretch on this side now. Having a moment just to feel it out. Good, and then we're taking that little movement with the upper body. So the left hand reaches even further up towards the ceiling. And then the right hand goes. And speeding it up, lengthening through the side waist. You've got 4, and 3, 2, 1. Take the hands down, left hand on the inside of your right foot, right hand up towards the sky for a twist. Open through the chest. Take the right arm towards the back of your space. Again, you've got the option to stay here, or you can bend through that knee and grab the inside of that foot or ankle. Again, if your right shoulder starts to dip closer towards the knee, release the shin down and enjoy the twist. If you want to challenge yourself with that bind, really keep opening through the shoulders. Release the shin down. If you grab hold of the ankle, take the right hand back and then up and over your head. Spin the left foot towards the Right hand side of your mat now. Walk hand over hand to the front of your space so you can press the left hand down, the right hand up, and lengthen through the right leg. Supported side plank. And then take the right arm over your ear. Option to float that right leg off. And then maybe you want to bend through the knee and grab the ankle once again, kicking into that hand, finding that back bend, looking up towards the ceiling. Good, release the leg if you've got it. Take the right arm all the way up and over, parallel off your legs. Bring your left knee towards your nose, plank pose, then send the left leg up and back, three-legged dog before opening the hip. Again, keep those shoulder blades square, but opening through that left hip this time. Square off the hips, release the left foot down. A little moment in downward dog. One big deep breath here as we pause in our downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, start to ripple forward to plank pose. Option to drop the knees, or you can lower yourself all the way down onto the mat in one straight line. Inhale, peel up a little higher for your Cobra or baby Cobra. Exhale, come back through a tabletop to find your child's pose. Maybe roll the forehead from side to side on the mat. And start to walk your hands back to the knees to come to sitting on your heels again at the back of your space. We're going to take our dancing camel here. So you're going to take the left hand to the outside of your left heel. So if it doesn't quite grab, then don't worry, just have it touching. Right hand's going to reach forward and up as we start to press down in towards the shins and lift and find that back bend. As you exhale, sit the bum down, swap the hands over, so the right hand to the outside of your right heel. Send the left hand forward, press down through the shins, rise up, lift back. Exhale down. If you can, maybe you want to hold onto the heel the whole time, depending on how open your back is. Exhale, swapping it over. A couple more here, just really enjoying the flexibility in your back and your body and the arms. One more wherever you are. Make sure you do even amounts on either side. And then once you've finished your last one, just sit your bum onto your heels. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling and have a moment just to calm your breath, slow the heart rate. Good. Finding your tabletop, tucking the toes, lifting for a downward facing dog. Walk the feet together and then send your right leg up and back towards the back of your mat. Bend the knee and open through the hip. Take a really big breath. As you exhale, you're going to bring that right knee closer towards your left elbow as you swing into plank. We're going to repeat that. So inhale, open the hip out. Three-legged dog with an open hip. Exhale, close the hips, bring that right knee closer to left elbow. Last one, inhale, open. Exhale, swing it underneath you. Pause here and then send your right leg out towards the side of you. Lift the left hand up for your fallen triangle. Inhale here. Exhale. Take the left arm all the way up and over. Bring that right knee back towards your nose. Send it all the way up, three-legged dog. And then you can flip your dog into wild thing. So that right foot starts to journey down towards the left-hand side of your mat. Place the sole of the foot down or the top of your foot down. Lift the hips, send the right hand back. Place that right hand down, lift the right leg up once again. Big step forward in between the hands. Keep on the ball of that left foot. Start to root down to rise to find your high lunge pose. Sink the hips, lift the arms. From here, we're going to shift weight into our right leg and bring that left knee up towards our chest as we come up to stand. Inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to come into our water dancer. So the left leg goes back about 45 degrees. Both arms swing back and we take an arch through the upper body. As you inhale, bring that left knee back up towards your chest. As you exhale, water dancer. Puffing the chest forward. Inhale. Exhale. If you want to try and lengthen through that leg now, feel free. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Bend through the right knee. Set the left foot down so you're in warrior one legs and bring both arms up towards the ceiling. Left hip forward, right hip back, strong through the legs. And then you're going to open out into your warrior two. So both heels aligned, left foot about 45 degrees, both palms out. Getting lower into that right hip. Good. One more breath here. Sink even lower into that thigh. And then begin to straighten up through the right leg. Turn the right toes forward so you're in wide leg parallel position. Take the hands onto the hips, lift through the heart. And exhale, take a forward fold at the side of your mat. Bending through the knees, right and left. Maybe having a bit of a figure of eight swirl with the upper body. Good. We're going to come into Skandasana at the back of our space. So turn the left toes out, bend through the left knee, start to flip the right toes up towards the ceiling. Keep your left hand down, lift your right hand up, and then swap that over. So right hand down, left hand up. Take that again. So left hand down, right hand up. Right hand down, left hand up. Both hands down at the back of your mat. Turn to face the foot. Big step forward, forward fold. Bend the knees and roll your way up to a standing position. Take the arms either side of you. Have a moment here in this Tadasana pose, mountain pose. And we're going to come into our peak posture, which is dancer's pose. We've done a lot of prep for this. Should be feeling quite warm through the hips and through the legs. Take your right hand down by the side of your right leg. Flip the palm so it's facing towards the side. Bend through the right knee and grab the inside of your right foot. Notice as your pelvis starts to stick out, a little tuck of the tailbone to then lift the left hand up. You can stay here by all means if this is enough balance for you today, which it looks like it is for me. If you want to go a bit further, you start to kick in towards that right hand, sending the leg up and back, and then dipping the upper body down, sending the left arm forward. Hovering, holding, breathing. Good. From here, we're going to release into warrior two at the back of our mat. So place the right foot down, bend through the left knee, left toes pointing towards the front. Straighten up through both legs, turn both toes to the side. Exhale, bend into that right leg. Warrior two. Flip the front palm and lean back. Windmill the hands down to frame your right foot. You're going to step into a plank pose and then either dropping the knees or lowering one straight line. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, taking it all the way back to downward facing dog. You've got one more side to go. Enjoy it. Bring your feet together and send your left leg towards the back of your mat. Bend the knee, open through the hip. Big deep breath. Exhale, left knee comes towards your right elbow, coming into plank, twisting across the body. Inhale, take it all the way up and back. Exhale, twist, touch left knee, elbow. Inhale, up. This is your last one. Send your left knee to right elbow, pause, and then send that left leg towards the right hand side. Spin your right foot down, lift your right hand up for fallen triangle. Bring your right hand down, left knee towards your nose, send your left leg all the way up and back, bend the knee and open the hip again. And then option to flip it into Wild Thing. Left foot down, up and back. Left hand comes down. Lift your left foot up towards the sky for the last time. Send it forward for high lunge. Keep on the ball of that back foot. Start to lift both arms up towards the ceiling. Sink your pelvis down. Strong through the upper body. Good. From here, shifting the weight into that left leg so you can bring that right knee up towards your chest as you stand. Inhale. Exhale, you've got your water dancer. So send that right leg back. Take the arms back, puff through the chest. And then inhale, bring that right knee up. Exhale, send the right leg back. Open, breathe into that lovely back bend. Again, inhale. Exhale, open. Maybe lengthen through the leg, maybe bend it, whatever feels good. Palms are facing the front. Last one, inhale. Exhale, water dancer. Bend through the left leg, set the right foot down for warrior two, and open out the arms. Good, so both heels are aligned once again. Both palms down, looking over that middle left finger. Good, start to lengthen through your left leg. Turn both toes to face the side, take the hands onto the hips, and take a forward fold. I'll just turn this way so it's easier to see. Releasing the hands onto the mat when you're ready, and you've got that sway, that figure of eight. Whatever feels good here. Pausing in your wide leg forward fold, coming into Skandasana now on the right leg. So turn the right toes out, bend through the right leg, flip the left toes up towards the sky this time. Sit your bum down, hovering over that right heel. Don't worry if the sole of the foot isn't quite on the mat. And you're going to take your left hand down and lift the right hand up. Swapping it over. Right hand down, left hand up. Swapping it over. Right hand down, left hand up. And swapping. Right hand down, left hand up. Good. You're going to turn to the back of your space. I'm just going to scooch over here so that your right leg is in front. Bend through the back leg, launch forward and find a forward fold at the back of your space once again. Bend the knees and roll your way up to stand. A moment in Tadasana just to gather your thoughts. And we've got our dancer's pose on this side. So left hand comes down to the side of you, flip the palm to the left hand side. Bend through the left knee, grab the inside of your ankle, squeeze the knees together, zip the inside thighs, right hand lifts, and then you can go ahead and start to kick in towards that hand, sending the right hand forward as you dip the body down. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Releasing the foot, bending through the right knee, setting the left foot down so you can open your way out into warrior two. Straighten through both legs, lift the arms up towards the sky, parallel the feet. Turn the left toes out, right toes in slightly, warrior two to the front of your space. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Wimmer the hands down. Take your lunge, step to plank, your final vinyasa. If you're ready for your chaturanga, feel free. Halfway down, lift to your upward dog, and then maybe lifting all the way back to downward dog before lowering the knees for child's pose. Just letting all that movement just wash the body, cleansing it of toxins, of negativity. Hopefully you're feeling a bit more energized now as we've moved the body intuitively. Just start to take both hands over to the right hand side of your mat so you create a little side bend in your child's pose here. And then you can come back through center and over to the other side. Good, coming back through center, just bring the hands together to touch, bend the elbows and take the thumbs behind the back of your neck for a quick shark spin here. Lengthening through the triceps. And releasing the forearms down. Just pad your way up so you can come to seated and just swing your legs out from underneath you. Send both legs forward. You can pop a little bend through both knees, but lift the arms up towards the sky so we're strong and long through the spine. Exhale, begin to hinge and lean forward, chin towards your toes to take a forward fold. You can turn the palms up towards the sky, rounding your body down or keeping it long, whatever feels good here. Just enjoying these last few moments of practice. Allowing everything to slow and calm down. Start to walk your hands up, just bending through the left knee so you can place the left sole of your foot onto the mat. Hug your left knee in with your right elbow, take your left hand behind you and twist around towards the back. Using that back hand to press you up nice and tall. And then coming back to center, bringing the soles of the feet together. You can either take the hands on top of the knees or shins or ankles, or you can post the hands underneath, the palms facing the ceiling. Again, having that rounded feeling through the spine here. Should feel really nice after all of those back bends. And you can shake from side to side. And begin to pick yourself up. The left leg goes long this time. Bend the right knee, place the right foot down onto the mat just alongside your left thigh. Hug your right knee in with your left elbow, right hand behind you. Big deep twist around to the back. And untangle your spine. Just hug your knees in tight towards your chest. A little bug hug. Maybe you can bring your forehead to your knees. And then feel free to lay yourself down onto your mat and take a well-earned Shavasana. But I'll leave this video here. Thank you for joining me. Subscribe to the channel for more videos and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.